Easy now, dyslexic gamer here. I'll try to keep this as quick as possible. You're here today to find out how to make the Fenrir OP. Don't get me wrong, the Fenrir does have some disadvantages, such as its incredibly slow movement speed, which prevents you from chasing down your opponents. This can be very annoying, especially for a first time player. Not to mention the incredibly high investment of silver it takes to make the Fenrir advisable to use, along with the high quantity of power cells needed to keep this monster on the battlefield. That alone can put you off from using this robot. It did me. But the Pixonic gods did bless this robot with a new pilot. This pilot is a must-have if you're using the Fenrir, increasing your HP by 60%, which is massive when combined with its 50% resistance. Even at level 1, this pilot is well worth replacing your old pilot. You do lose your shield, but you were never really meant to use it anyway. Let's quickly talk about modules. I personally would use 3 overdrives, but if you don't have these available, I would advise using heavy armor kits with a last stand, or 3 armor modules if you're on a budget. Let's have a look at the 4 builds that I would recommend you using. The one that comes in 4th place is the Storms and Avengers. These are a nice cheap build for beginners. It packs a mighty punch if you can get close, but might struggle in long drawn out fights. This build is suitable for Gold League up to Diamond League, depending on the weapon levels. The 3rd place build I would recommend would be Glaciers and Cryos. These weapons have amazing burst damage. It works incredibly good with lockdown chips or suppressor chips, but it does have the same problem as the last build, having a very low constant damage. This build I would put into Expert League up to Masters League. The 2nd place build is an underdog. Not many people use this build, and that is the Redeemers and Tyrants. This build has incredible accuracy and really good range. The best advantages to this build is the constant damage over time and the cheap upgrade price. That's why I would recommend this build for Masters League. Before I say what my number 1 is, here's some honourable mentions. First one is the new Sonic weapons. They have massive damage capability, but needing to get into the 200 meter range is hard with the Fenrir. This build is best for spawning on a beacon to defend an attack. The second honourable mention is Helen's Scold. This weapon can hit up to 600 meters, and they are super strong with the right chips and drones, but they don't do well in close range fight. Okay, now the time you've all been waiting for. My best builds for the Fenrir is the Hell and Igniters. It has a good range, works well with chips, and has good constant damage. If you use a lockdown chip with this setup, you're gonna have a lot of fun. My rank for this build would be Champions League. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.